So when the riots happened, and then it came to Middlesbrough, and you saw all that stuff, I took it personally, really. I really did.
Yeah.
And it was a visceral thing in me, even though, I was still a bit ill. It's like, it was like, no. And so as a creative person, what could I do about it? My response, always creative. The news and the media say one thing, I have to counteract that.
Yeah.
And I have a voice, and I have a reputation, and I have a certain status, so that if I open my mouth and say, hey, it's not like that, and then people go, well, who are you? Well, if you look me up, you go like, oh, I've been in the area 30 years. I've, worked in so many different community groups, voluntary settings, not just creativity, but, I've picked up a Lifetime Achievement Award for the work I've done in the community. All that sort of stuff. So if I'm, so that there's credibility there. So I'm entrenched in the area. So if I'm going like, hey, this area is not like that, what you're seeing on the news is not a true reflection of the area, that carries weight. But that's just, if I just talk like that, that's one way of putting it. But then if you want to really get to people, you need to be able to package that in a form that can resonate with people. So that's why I went with a poetry collection called Riot Music. Mm-hmm. And, in the old days, I said, well, getting at the Ark was just like, knocking on doors.
Yeah.
This was so easy. I, spoke to Alex. I said, hey, poetry collection, it's about this. And he was like, sure, no problem. When do you want to perform it? I was going, have we had some kind of mind meld? Have we had some kind of, what? Am I being pranked here? This should not be that easy. It has not been that easy in the past, but it should be that easy, and you're making it that easy.
How did you contact him originally? Did you send him an email, see him in the building, or was it a phone call?
Well, originally, what happened, I think he, memory serves me correctly, Alex, when he first came here, he said he wanted to meet all the people who were creative people. And so I actually had a meeting with him, and we sat down at the Ark, and we just had a chat. And I just went like, hey, I do this, and these are my thoughts, and this is what I think of the Ark. I think this is what the Ark could become. And he went, great, wrote it all down, disappeared. And then periodically, we'd have a meeting and he'd go like, what are you up to? And I'd go like, I'm up to this. And then he emailed me and he said like, oh, what ideas do you have? And I emailed him back and I went like, well, I'm doing a poetry collection. Well, about the riots. And he said, cool. And so every step of the way, I've gone like, I've been telling him just generally what my ideas are in general.
Yeah.
And some of them he's gone, I like that. And I like that. So last year, apart from performing Riot Music, the poetry collection, I came into the Ark for a week to try out a theatre piece that I was working on. I just had some ideas and, came in for a week and just tried them out, which is something that I'd always wanted to do and I thought should be able to happen at the Ark quite easily. Yeah. It's just like, oh, I have an idea. I need to have a space to just try it out, even if it's for half a day, to see if it's worth pursuing. Oh, it is worth pursuing. Right. Okay, then I'll go off and, structure it a bit. Or I've tried it for half a day. It's not good enough. I'll scrap that and do something else.
Yeah, either way, it's like vessel, isn't it?
Either way, it's a benefit. So, but if you are a true creative cultural hub, that should be the way it works, no problem. If you only go, we're only going to do things because we have specific funding for it, then you don't actually serve the community properly, and you don't get things that actually develop on a long term. Because how many things start off small and then get bigger? Nothing comes out fully formed, does it? It should not be easier for me to get, or anybody, it should not be easier for them to get a gig in Oxford or South Africa or Estonia than at the Arc or Stockton or Middlesbrough when you live in Teesside, right? On a fundamental level. And that has been an issue in the past. I mean, I'm talking, but I've had this discussion with other people.
Yeah.
So, but I think, there's the past, and I think lessons have been learned by the management. And from what I've seen, things are moving in a different direction. Everything happened the way it's supposed to happen. Oh, what dates do you have in mind? These are the dates that we have available. Right, pick one. Right, boom, we're going with that one. Fine, are you happy with that? Right, send me some, the art then goes like, send me some pictures, send me the blurb. Right, okay, you send the pictures, you send the blurb. They go like, okay, have you got any other pictures? Da-da-da-da-da. Right, they look at the blurb. Right, okay. Is everybody happy with the blurb? Yes. Okay, it's going online now. Okay, I won't make any changes to it. Yes. Tick, 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 tick. All right. Okay, it goes on sale on such and such a date. It's going in the magazine on such and such a date. Fine. Tick, tick, tick. Let's go. How the sales going? Okay, what other promotional things are happening? Which is the way it's supposed to happen. It's like no matter how big or small the event, the professional process behind the scenes is the same, which is the way it's supposed to be. So I got contacted by ITV, and it was the show was on Wednesday. They contacted me on the Friday evening about 6:30, saying, "Okay, hey, we're very interested in this story. We want to film you." And I'm going like, "Okay, well, the best place to film it is where I'm performing, is at the Arc." And they were saying like, "Okay, we'll do a live broadcast from the venue on the Wednesday," and I'm going like, no. Just before I go on, let's not do that. Yeah. So it was then a case of like trying to contact people to come in and film at the Arc on a Monday morning, and that I managed to get that done. Everybody was super helpful, and so it's a benefit to me. So I get on ITV News, and also it's a benefit for the Arc because the more people locally and nationally hear about the Arc, what the Arc's doing. So it's a win-win. Yeah. But if getting back to what I was saying before, if you just go like, hey, we're only going to do stuff if there's funding attached, that thing of the Arc gets seen on ITV News doesn't happen. Synchronicity. Oh, you see, I'm a creative person and a vibe. That's what, synchronicity, because that's what it is. That's all, right? If you talk to any local artist, right, what do they want with the premier venue in their particular area? And the Arc is the premier venue, right? The Stockton for creativity, right? Like if you're talking strictly music, then you go to Georgian Theatre, right? Yeah. But if you're talking about combined arts, you know, bit of music, a bit of comedy, a bit of theatre, a bit of dance, everything under one roof, then you're talking about the Arc, right? So any creative person, what they want with their premier venue is synchronicity. They want to be able to go, hey, I've got an idea. It's in its embryonic form. I don't know where it's going to lead, but I need to give it a go, experiment in an appropriate space. I've tried it. Right, now that I've tried it in an appropriate space, I now know, but I've taken it from like 2D, piece of paper, and in my head, I've taken it to 3D, I've taken it into a space. Oh, I've looked at it in its space. Oh, I have a bigger concept of what it could be. I'm going to go away and do that, or I've looked at it and realised it needs more thought and it's not a great idea, I scrap it, right? And that's what if you ask any creative person, that's all they want. It's like, oh, I've got an idea, there's a place I can go to where everybody knows my name, where they can go and just go like, okay, let's give it a go, right? Is it a goer? Yes. Does it need more work? Yes. Is it a goer? No. Go back to the drawing board. And that, be able to do that at different levels. Yeah? Because you're like, okay, I've got an idea, it's a small idea, I've tried it, right? Okay, go back. I've got a bigger idea, right? I've tried it, works, doesn't work, go away. I've got an even bigger idea. And all those things, right, are at different levels, but being able to do that at the same venue is also what's important. Because then as a creative person, you're developing an audience and connections.